Hello, welcome back to Martin's Games, and today we're looking at the best DLC for Star Wars Battlefront, made by EA. And that is the Star Wars Battlefront Rogue One X-Wing VR mission. A DLC with a stupidly long name. I mean, how about just Star Wars Battlefront VR mission? Sounds fair, and it's a lot shorter. Anyway, to play this free VR experience, you'll need a copy of Star Wars Battlefront, a PS4, and a PSVR system. Now this game's only about £5, so it's really cheap to buy. So I know the DLC is free, but you do need this game to play it. I did do a review on this game recently. I'll leave a link in the top bit and down below if you want to go check that out. And that's it, so ignore the lockdown hair, stick on the VR headset, and you're off to face the Empire in your awesome X-Wing.
The first thing you'll see is a massive AT-AT walker walking straight past you. This always takes my breath away every time I see it. The size and scale of this walker is massive, and the VR really shows that. And once that's done, you're then taken to your X-Wing. And once you're there, you can look around the whole X-Wing and just take in all the details they've put into this model. You can also see the size of an X-Wing and just how cool them ships really are. I wish you could do this to more ships in the game, but just seeing the X-Wing and the AT-AT is just awesome. Like, to get a perspective on scale, it's just one of the best experiences ever. I mean, this is already amazing, and you've not even started playing the actual game yet. So once you're ready to fly, jump in the cockpit and blast off, as Team Rocket will say.
And this is where the story begins. Well, I say story, it's more of a short mission that ties into the film Rogue One. I believe it's set around when they rescue Jyn Erso and they're flying to Yavin 4. I believe that's where this mission takes place. But anyway, let's get back into the game.
So you start off coming out of hyperspace all on your own, and then suddenly the rebel fleet joins you, where you can fly around looking at all the rebel ships, like more X-Wings, more Y-Wings, and even some of the cruisers as well, until you're sent on a mission to rescue K2SO. You join your crew, and then you head off into hyperspace. Now, hitting that hyperspace button is awesome. Just the fact that the stars going past you and you zoom out into another part of space is just awesome. Once you come out of hyperspace, you end up in asteroid field, where you can practice flying around and shooting some more asteroids just to get the hang of the controls. Until you finally reach K2SO in his U-Wing, and that's where the real fun starts. At first you're attacked by a few TIE fighters, but then a Star Destroyer comes in. And I have to say, that is probably one of my favourite parts of the game, because you're disabled at that point, so you can't move anywhere, and the Star Destroyer just flies above you. Like in the first New Hope film, Star Destroyer just comes over you and you can look at it in like full 3D in VR. It's so good. And that's basically it. You fly around destroying all the TIE fighters and eventually the Star Destroyer, and then you hit back into hyperspace again and join the fleet.
And that's it. It will take about 15 minutes to finish, but remember, this is free, and it's really worth it. The controls and gameplay is basically the same as it is for the normal Battlefront game. I shared my thoughts on that in my Star Wars Battlefront review. If you haven't seen that yet, go check it out. Maybe after this review, or go watch that and then come back to this. Who knows? But they did add a few extras. For example, look around the cockpit with your head, you'll see a little white dot and you can press buttons to do certain things. Never use this during a fight, because the controls on controller are so much easier, but it's a cool little touch. Also, as you're steering, the pilot's hands with the gear lever thing also move, and that again is a cool little touch. I should stop saying cool little touch, it's a bit weird.
So the gameplay is like I said, basically it's the same game as the normal game, but it's in VR, so it makes it slightly better. I never felt motion sick playing this game, and I do feel motion sick in some of the VR games I've played. So that should be fine for everyone to play this game. Graphically, I think this game is beautiful. I know the PSVR isn't the best for graphics, but this game does look stunning. Some of the VR games I've played are very PS2 graphic style, but this game, it looks awesome. I can't fault the graphics at all.
So I love this DLC for Battlefront. It's as simple as that. Every time I have visitors round to my house and I want to show them a VR experience, I always stick this game on because it's just so simple to use and it's just awesome. The one downside to this game is you have to have Star Wars Battlefront installed on your PS4 to play the game. and I believe it's about 80 gig. It's a big size, and to have that always on your PS4 taking up space just for a 15-minute VR experience is a bit of a bummer. Now, if they added this DLC to Star Wars Battlefront 2, which is a much better game, it would make it even better. But they didn't, probably because of certain reasons, but it's not there. It's only on the first Star Wars Battlefront game. I guess because it's the models from Battlefront 1 and the same controls as Battlefront 1, I guess that's why they can't do that. So, is this VR experience worth it? It's free, so yes, if you already have a PSVR headset, definitely try this game out. If you only have the game in a PS4, and you don't have a PS4 headset, it's probably not worth getting the VR headset, unless you've got a spare £300 sitting around with nothing to do with it. On my channel, I do have a full Let's Play of the VR experience, so if you want to go check that out, please do. And as I keep saying, I do have a review of Star Wars Battlefront and all its DLC on my channel, so please go check that out if you haven't already. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up to the new channel or subscribe. Bye!